What I didn't like here is how you approach this. He goes for a hook, like this happens, and now what I would personally do, I would try to move here and to use the Q to hit her, because if you stay here and you use the Q, she can't Q you, and Nico is gonna click here. If you go here, what you go and hit this guy, you can get shot. Do you see that? You could have been here and just use your Q. And now you use the Q. So just a small optimization. This, what I showed you with, you know, staying closer to your people on the invade, not warding at level 1, they are master mistakes. If you're in master now, I would flame you because this is holding you back. You are not master. We need to look at the bronze mistakes. You have in your gameplay bronze mistakes. This we need to look at. We're gonna see very soon. I will not give you the spoiler. What's going on, guys? Besides in today's video, we're gonna learn about laning phase on AD carry, wave management, positioning, when to push, when to freeze, when to go more aggressive, when should you help your jungle. This is gonna be an amazing video for you. Make sure you watch this until the end. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell if you want to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this AD carry specialized channel. Make sure you watch this until the end. Enjoy. Okay. Whew. Let's see. Let's see why you lost this game. Damage 21 in 29. Okay, let's see. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah. So I'll stop sharing mine. Yeah.
Okay, you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So. Let me see. Okay. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day here. It's gonna be a long day. Just okay. So we have half an hour from now. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to rush. So we talked about the summon spells and the runes first, and we said about the HP per level being worse than the HP flat. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Take your time, by the way. Don't have to rush this. Take your time.
Okay. So we have more than 30 minutes?
Yeah, 30, 40, 50 minutes should be fine.
Okay, good. I mean, we should be fine with 30 minutes. So in the invade, you should always try to be as close to your teammates as possible. And usually I like that you're actually pinging him, so you wanted them to go like this, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't. Oh, no problem. I mean, you are pinging on my way, but what you should ping is that you should ping slowly the way, boom, 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 so they understand, because on my way means let's invade. But if usually I ping here, ping here, ping here, ping here, and you go like this.
Yeah.
So, but not this ping. Do you know the normal ping that you do it with Alt?
With G, yeah.
Or G, yes. And here, it's super important to still stay with them. Because if they go that way, and let's say, of course, now you can actually see Thresh if you're there. That's why they actually saw. But you want to be close to Thresh. You want to be right here. Because if he hooks and let's say, okay, I don't know why my pen doesn't work. 1 second. So if he hooks and the other, let's say he hits the hook, but then the other person flashes here. If you're here, you're useless. If you're here, you can still auto attack. Maybe you can start E, maybe you can start W. And that would be the next mistake. Why are you starting Q? Maybe you need E here. Maybe it's going to be a big fight, you know, and you can just trap everyone. Or W. If she flashes away, you can last hit her. You get W. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. The word at level 1, I wouldn't put it. Because the enemy will have so much pressure. If you play lane and you play against Nico, usually what do you want to do with the wave?
Against the Nico.
Very beginning.
Push it.
True, but why?
With Thresh, I want to get level 2 first. Before the enemy bot.
Yes. And especially if the Nico gets the push on you, she'll be able to stay into the brush and poke you. This is why you don't actually place the ward here. Because if your plan is to get a push, because 1, you have a Thresh, you want to level 2, and 2, they have a range support that is usually able to poke and zone. So you want to get level 2, and you want to make sure you don't get zoned by her. So if she walks up into the brush and you have a ward, she needs to back off. Because she has less pressure. So this word that you placed right here, soon, I wouldn't say it's a bad word, because it's not a bad word if you're thinking about your wording against the enemy jungle. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, level 2 ganks.
Level 2 by Talon?
Or level 3, like, sometimes they just gank bot very early, so I just want to avoid that.
Okay.
I don't always do it, I don't always
Yeah,
ward
well,
there.
level 3 is how many camps?
3.
3 camps, so he can do 240 gank bot. The earliest is 230, but only like a Shaco can do that like really fast, maybe a Kane. But usually it's 245 level 3, like as fast as possible. 3 camps into bot. So you need to respect the timer, because the thing is, if you just ward here, you're kind of handicapping your laning phase a little bit if they get the push. So I would keep my word. I would avoid using it for like that. Okay. You need to get the push, and in the meantime, you can also zone. Getting the push in this case is super important. Get a bit of poked. Okay. Quite decent. I'd have liked you to actually play a bit different here. Like, you get a bit of poke by the Nico, that's fine. What I didn't like here is how you approach this. He goes for a hook, like this happens. And now, what I would personally do, I would try to move here and to use the Q to hit her. Because if you stay here and you use the Q, she can't Q you, and Nico is gonna click here. And if you go here, what you go and hit this guy, you can get shot. Do you see that? You could have been here and just use your Q. And now you use the Q. So just a small optimization. This, what I showed you with, you know, staying closer to your people on the invade, not warding at level 1, they are master mistakes. If you're in master now, I would flame you because this is holding you back. You are not master. We need to look at the bronze mistakes. You have in your gameplay bronze mistakes. This we need to look at. We're gonna see very soon. I will not give you the spoiler. Are you having trouble converting your early game advantages into wins? Feel like your damage output is lower than it should be, and you feel like you're putting in the work but you're not seeing really the results? My name is Bizaiz, with a track record of coaching over 3,659 players with ranks between Iron and Challenger. Here is what I've accomplished with my client. Right here you can see Silver 1 to Emerald 4 in 1 month time with 1 coaching session. This guy right here got to Grandmaster in NA after when the first coaching session we've done, he was hard stuck in Diamond 2. Alex right here, he was Gold 4 1 year and a half ago, and he got to Grandmaster 800 LPP after the coaching session. Here is his master account after just being a gold player a year and a half ago. This is what the coaching session can do to your gameplay. And here is something that you might find inspiring. I've personally climbed from Iron to Diamond with dealing with 200 ping. Now I'll actually get Master Tier with 200 ping on this account that you're gonna see right now. As you can see right here, this is Emerald 1 with very decent win rates on some of the champions, and I'm playing pretty well in high Emerald to low Diamond. And I actually play Ezreal as well, as you guys can see right here, and I'm not really scared. If I can achieve this against high Emerald players and low Diamonds playing with such a huge handicap, 200 ping Ezreal, imagine what we can accomplish together with you playing under optimal conditions. Are you ready to see the real progress that you can do? Go to bizaiz.com and book your coaching session now. Let's improve and get better together. You're pushing specifically because we have trash, level 2 advantage. We don't even need to talk about. This is correct. Let's see the next mistake. Okay. The moment you get the push, you match the push because Kai says pushing with the Q, which is very good. You ping. You also get the E in case he hits the hook here. E is better. If he doesn't hit the hook, usually I would go W so I can poke them. And now you're slow pushing, which is very good. As you're slow pushing, you're poking them. You have your range, you poke them, and the wave right now is decent. Like, you're not gankable by a Talon, especially with a Nico. If she walks up on you, you just back off. This is really good. You're zoning. This is very, very good. The way you played it till now is pretty fine. Now you're trying to crush, which is good. You try to bounce the wave, try to keep it in the middle. Okay, and from this point on, you have to ask yourself, if I'm trash, how do I want the wave to be? If I'm trash.
Bounce back.
True, but why?
So we can start zoning them. So ideally, I think probably better if they push back now, it bounces back, and then I can trim it and freeze it close to my tower.
But why is that better than what you're doing right now?
Because Graves is in topside, so maybe by that time you'll come down to bot side and gank.
Yeah,
And
but you
also
can't
we
really
have
predict that. You can't really predict that. You can't make a plan based on what you think your jungle is gonna do when he's top now.
and we're stronger as well, so
Yeah.
we can zone them. We have that advantage.
If you stay here, or you mean if you have the freeze?
If we freeze and we start to zone them.
Okay, but at the same time, how can you zone them when they have actually Nico?
Well, so they can. You mean they'll just push?
They'll just push and they will just be the one that they'll poke you.
For all-ins.
Yes. So if you play a lane like this, when you have Thresh versus Nico. Okay, let's see. So if the matchup is like this, when you have a Thresh, you need to play for level 2. The first 3 waves, you need to get the push, which you did. The problem is that when Thresh is strong enough that if he hits the hook, we win so hard, it's actually better to let the wave to come into you. Because if he hits the hook and he has Flay and he has Lantern, we just kill them. If you keep pushing into the tower, how is Thresh able to play? So in the beginning of the lane, you did amazing to push because this is going to disable the Nico poking you. But now you need to stop it because if you really pay attention to this poor guy with Thresh, pay attention to him. He's trying to he's trying to get an angle. He's trying to... Okay, now this wave is slow pushing to you. Why is that?
Because I crashed it and then wave caught up.
Okay. But there are 6 minutes against 6 minutes. How is this pushing into you?
I think Kaiser's pushing. She's already hitting an auto attack.
Okay, but if she's not hitting, what is going to be with the wave?
So Thresh basically pulled the wave, and now they're all going to focus 1 minion. So the 3 casters plus 1 melee, and next to Nico, they'll focus the front melee.
But how do you know the minions are not going to change target? Because they often do that randomly.
I don't. Usually what would happen now?
So if everyone is not in the lane and there are 6 minions against 6 minions, the wave is here and the minions literally hit each other. Like the wave is gonna stay here, right? It's not gonna do anything. It's an even spot, right?
Okay.
Not really. The next minion wave is gonna come from the base and it's gonna meet closer to their tower. This that you can say even state is not actually even, because if it's even now, in 30 seconds when the next wave comes that is gonna meet closer to their tower, our wave will still be there. Which means this is a slow push into you. Right? Because the next wave comes closer to our tower, is going to be here 6 plus 6 on their side, and we will still have 6 for 10 seconds before our wave that is here also meets this position. So this is a slow push into you, and this is why. So this is a very good wave state for you. When I saw you pushing like this, I was like, okay, Thresh is not able to play this game. Because look, Thresh is trying to hook, but so you're telling me that I need to Hextech Flash here to hook? Is that a good angle? It's so coincident, right? You need to in the middle or on your side, and ideally not with a lot of minions on their side. Because look at the Thresh. It's yeah, maybe we get this hook, but it's still you see, you're close to their tower. You're exposing yourself. So this is a wave management. You just kept pushing without thinking hey, now it's time to stop. Can we kill them if he hits hook? Yes. Okay, then let the waves come into us. Then you push. I would have liked to actually stop her. I mean, we knew the moment you chunk her, she used heal, she used flash, she's gonna recall. If Talon comes here, you just win. Because you have barrier and you have flay. You should walk up on the right here and just W. Because you knew she's gonna recall around this place. So you can literally tank 1 tower shot and stop her. If you stop her, it's over for her. It's just so hard for her to play. This is again a diamond 1 mistake. Don't stop the recalls. The fact that you keep pushing, it is a diamond 4 mistake. It is relatively big. The fact that you're not knowing how to enable your Thresh. And yes, someone would say, hey, Andrew, if Zyra is, I have a Zyra or I have a Senna, you're telling me that, I should keep pushing into them or make a huge wave slow push into the enemies? Yes. If you have a ranged support that can poke them under the tower like a Karma, what you did here, if I close my eyes and I don't see Thresh and I see Karma, I would say that you played good. You're pushing with a champion that is able to poke them under the tower and pressure them on the tower. Yeah, why not? I'll do it slower, not this fast, but yeah. Not with the Thresh, not with the Alistar, not with the Braum, not with the champion that can, all in. And then, that's nice try. auto, auto, and then he just flashed. Okay, you barrier, no problem. We're not gonna talk about mechanics. The mechanics are a lot better than the average. And then you just recall. The recall position that you're doing right here is very good. You go into the base, you're buying dirt, and you come back to the lane. When you come back to the lane, you are having to take the wave. Okay, we know this. After you do this, you're slow pushing, which is correct. You're slow pushing, you're slow pushing, you're slow pushing. I would have liked you to go a bit more towards trash, because if I'm trash, your positioning and your body language makes me very uncomfortable. Do you see where you're clicking right here, and he's literally taking the pink word from Trebash? You should be staying here. Worst case here, so you don't like tank the minions. But here, you know, so in case something happens, he's gonna run to you. Put the E and then you run. You don't die with him, but you kind of help him in a way that doesn't like.
Yeah, or lantern.
Yes, yes. This is fine. Here I would have liked instantly E. Like literally now you can E. Your E reaches here. Right now, so you have huge range to E. But overall she trolled, so. Then you push, we know that. You pinged, hey bro, I can't now. And then now we're doing Drake. Okay. Let's see. So, in this case, Nico is dead. We can see that the wave is in... What do you think from a scale from 1 to 10? If you see this wave state right here.
10, no?
It's really good for you, right?
I can choose to freeze it.
Okay. So let's look again. So, you're coming in the laning phase. You have the wave state right here. How is the wave state right now?
Good.
Good. Why?
Pushing into me. I think I'll slow push.
This is pushing into you, right?
Yeah.
How do you know?
But I can. So right now I'm technically pushing because I'll slow push it, but it's closer to my tower, so I'm relatively safe.
In terms of the position of the wave, yes. And what is the state of the wave? Like, how is it? Like, you know.
I am slow pushing.
Into them or into who?
Into them, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now the position of the wave is good, but in the next 30 seconds it's not going to be good because it's going to slow push into them and potentially it's going to be on their side, or if you crush it under their tower. So this wave state is fine now, but in 30 seconds is not fine, which gives basically this wave is not good. It's okay, but it's not ideal. Ideal is freeze here or in the middle. So now it's slow pushing into them. This happens. So your wave state right now is how it is your wave state. Let's see. So there is another wave here, and you also had that wave there. How is your wave state right here?
Oh, I like it now because I can just push it and go base.
True, but you're saying that you like it because you can push it. But let's say you can't push it. How is this wave state right now? If you leave it like this,
then it's not good enough.
It is not good. It's slow push into them. You have significantly more minions, and if let's say you recall now and the enemy carry is here, she can freeze. A freeze is when you have a lot more minions on one wave and not so many on the other. This is a freeze, but it's a freeze for the Kaisa here. You see that? So when you told me that this is a freeze, like you said here, it's a big red flag here. It's not a freeze. A slow push into them. It's quite opposite. Freeze is when, like, a freeze would be here if they have a lot more minions. Like, let's say we have 6 and they have minimum 10. So this 10 will kill this 6 and it will actually come into you slower or stay here. That is a freeze. But now it's pushing into them. So it's not a freeze at all, right? So in this case, you need to push the wave. Why am I saying that? Why is this the right play?
Kaisa couldn't freeze, and then we can push it because Nico's dead.
True. So and even if Nico is not dead, you can still push because you have a bigger wave and you can just push it. So now, obviously your jungle is doing Drake. Go there to help. I mean, he's needing your help. The problem is that you're screwing up your laning phase. So then, how do you choose? Do I choose my jungle or am I selfish? Well, you have to ask yourself, hey, I'm leaving my wave state in a shit, state. I'm gonna help my jungle, but does he really need the help now? Because you literally can push in 5 seconds and still help him after, right?
Mm.
So, if you're here, the horrendous wave state that you have right here, let's say he's in a fight, he's here fighting the Talon, Ari is there's a big fight, fuck the wave, go, move. If it's in your area, really close, move. If 1, he doesn't need your help now and you have time to push. If 2, he's fighting, let's say he's fighting there or there or there or there, which is far away from you, always push the wave and move after. This is a bronze mistake. You left your wave state when 1, he doesn't need your help. He needs your help, but not now. I mean, okay, you would like to help him to, do the Drake faster, but not now. Look at this. Like, he wasn't in any danger, right? If you're moving and he was in a fight, the 2v2, 3v3, Talon with him, igniting him, everything on him. Yes, I would consider giving up the wave to fight for someone that is, like, look at this, it was close to you. So 1 is the distance, can I make it in time? And 2, and the most important thing, is urgency. Was it urgent? Does it really need me now? No. It doesn't need you now. Okay, it needs you maybe in 10 seconds, because maybe Talon is going to be there in 10 seconds, but look. Huge mistake. Huge mistake here. So, following Drake right away when wave state is slow pushing into them. Horrendous wave state. Really, really bad wave state. And you got super lucky that this happened. The E, we missed it. Here you just use E first, like not now. Not now. Okay, now just use the E here because the hook pulls 2 times and the flay pulls 1 time, so it's 3 pulls. So she was here, 1 pull, 2 pull, 3 pull. If you put it here, it's fine. Or you can also put it here if you're not confident that Thresh is a human and he knows how to flay the guy. Because you do W first. Like, why do you, first of all, why do you do like this? You do auto and then you E. No, just E, because if she steps in the E, she's dead. That's it. If she had barrier, she would be in big trouble here. And here, this was, you push, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a plate. And you're like, oh, but I need tempo. Tempo. Right here. Kaisa is dead 2 seconds, so she needs 30 seconds to come back to the lane. But then you have to ask yourself, where is Nico? Because she has to be around, right? So here, the recall is good because Nico is coming, right? You don't know where is Nico here, so you're pretty low. You push this wave, you get 1 plate only, and you have to recall after this plate. Where is Nico right now, right? You can't risk 2 plates or anything, right?
Yeah.
Why is that?
In the past, when I greeted for plays, I always die. And again,
Yes.
I don't know where Nico is. And
yes, so in this case, you have decent amount of HP, it's not a lot. Decent, you have a big wave, and you can take the plate relatively fast here. I would do ping the Thresh personally to give him a lantern when, I take the plate, but you were a bit more confident. You ping, you take it, and then you're just backing.
Yeah.
But there is no reason to back because the guy is top lane, which means you can take 2 plates easily. And we came to reason number 1 why you lost this game. I'm not giving you a spoiler, but there are like 4 big reasons, bronze mistakes, that why you lost this game. 1 is you weren't able to convert your lead, push, accelerate your lead. A diamond player will get a kill, will get a wave, will get a plate, will get another plate, will get a wave. You got the kill, got the wave, got a plate. You missed this. Of course, it's more complicated than that. You have to look at the dead timer of the guys. I have to see if you're able to get it and stuff. In this case, you said, I need tempo. You don't need tempo. If the chance of Nico killing you is high, take this specific one, run. The moment you see Nico on the top lane, in general, 99% of the cases, if Nico goes for that, they probably play for grubs. So Talon is there, so you can take more. Big thing. So look at this. Kaisa is still in base. 32 seconds you have from now. You can easily take one. The distance between Kaisa, like Kaisa and the lane is so huge. Two, the wave that you have is so huge. And the chance of you dying right here is very, very little. And then here, this is why I asked you, did you recall because you saw the Ahri moving towards bot lane? Because if you said yes, I wouldn't even go through this. I would say, okay, he's a smart guy, he has map awareness. But guess what? This guy, which is a bronze player, he went like this. This doesn't happen in the game. So the decision that you take here was bad because you didn't actually watch your minimap and you didn't know how to accelerate your lead. You have to be like, okay, there is no threat. Now I want to get a plate and back, but then I see Nico. Boom. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. So this is basically take one plate and recall for tempo when there is zero threat of dying. Enemy AD carry is still dead and we can easily get another plate. Also had a huge wave that helps you to take tower faster, right? Take the plate. Okay, so this is reason number one why you lost this game. Didn't actually push your lead. Then you buy items. Interesting that you actually bought the Berserker boots, which is kind of bad though, because if you're super ahead, then it's fine. Berserker boots are not that bad. In this meta, they are pretty bad. They got nerfed so much. So if you want to play safe, if there is a hard lane, if you play against, I don't know, Draven Blitz, Draven Nautilus, you can't win this. You can't win this. You have Yumi support. If you know the laning phase is like that, you can consider getting Berserkers relatively early on. But in this case, it's always better to take this first. You can stay on normal boots and just take this, normal boots, maybe potion ping or something. But you don't need boots because attack speed is not as valuable on Jinx in this meta. You can also do some research if you want. Let's see. UGG, okay, OTP Jinx. And let's see how many people buy. Look. See? They stay on the boots. They used to be, and it's not a must, but do you see that? Challenge the Grandmaster. It's not a must because there are some lanes where it's just hard. Like if you play against a hook or you play against someone that need to dodge, you can consider getting boots before first item. But if you're rich, like you were this game, you can just skip, you know, you can just skip. You can stick on the tier 1 and then just look exactly like this guy. Boom, because he was rich. Look, 11 minutes he's collected. It's not fun. If the game is lower or you need a movement speed, then yes, sure. For sure, you can take boots first. And then here, Kaisa is mid. Horrendous decision making by this guy. So bad. Now you have a freeze in front of you. You have a freeze in front of you, right? But you've decided to push. We don't know. You're actually pushing this. This is a cannon wave though. The next wave is here, which means it's here. So if you push this wave, you would have to push another one before you crash, right? Most likely, based on this, what we see on the map. So if Kaisa stays there for 10 more seconds and comes back to bot lane in 15 more seconds, that's 25 seconds. You push this in around 7 seconds max because you're Jinx with Dirk. And then you push the next one in another 7 seconds max. But the wave to move from here to there, it will take another 10 seconds. That's 24 seconds and 25 seconds. The problem with breaking the freeze here is that you need to know that you're going to be able to take the plates and take the tower. If the answer is yes, then you should always break the freeze here. Absolutely. So what I would have liked you to do, because the decision was good, what I would have liked you to do is that look mid, see if Kaisa is planning to keep staying on mid and like keep seeing what is going on there. if she just, like, if everyone is like really low and she takes the kill and she goes bot, do not push. Do not push. Because if you push... Sorry?
Sorry, I always like when I see the enemy bot go mid or roam, I feel like I have to just shove the wave and then go help.
Usually it's good. Usually it's good. But now it is a cannon wave, and the position of the next wave, as you can see right now, it is on the inhibitor right now. So if Kai'Sa, let's say she was there for this fight, or there for this fight, and she fights, and she has time to come back to bot lane, the time that you need to push a cannon and a non-cannon there just gives her the chance to fight and come back to bot. So in this specific situation, the fact that you look mid and you see that she's very committed to the fight and the fight will last for a long time, and the reason why you know it will last for a long time is because everyone is like healthy from your team, so it will take minimum 10 seconds for Kai'Sa to clean up here because it's 2v3. This decision was good. But what I'm saying is basically, if this is the case, Kai'Sa is mid, this guy is just dead in like a second, what is Kai'Sa gonna do? She'll come back to bot lane. So if you push, you push this, you push the next one, she'll take all of the minions. So you should slow push there. Or you should freeze if you had the freeze. So yeah, in general, it's good to push the wave like you said, but in a case like this, you need to think about how much time it will take you to push this kind of wave, and in this case a cannon, and where is the next wave? Are you able to crush immediately? And in this case, not really. Oh, sorry, in this case, yes, because she stays in the mid lane. So it was a good decision, but you have to pay attention to what Kai'Sa is just boosted. Like, Kai'Sa is just very bad. You can see that not only that she stays, but she farms mid lane instead of letting Ahri farm. So this guy is completely terrible at the game. Just normal, flat, classic Emerald plat player. And here you just push, but you see that if she didn't stay mid, she wouldn't be here. She would be here, and she takes the whole wave. But again, it is because this is a cannon, and it takes a long time to push, and the next wave is very close. The next wave is here already. Look, if this is not cannon, you push. If this wave didn't spawn or it's just in base, you push. So all these variables, they matter when you want to take the decision. And in general, I think 80% of the cases, when you see someone mid, push immediately. In general, push, but you have a freeze here. So you can like really think about it, what is the best decision. Okay. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.